believe as soon as you came across who I am not. This party sucks, I'm out of luck, and no one seems to get me here. They talk about some all the stuff that I don't even wanna hear. The crazy part is that I didn't feel this way before I got here. I wanna be somebody, hanging with somebody, Can I be somebody, dancing with somebody? I wanna be somebody, Goodbye. The truth is I didn't even find your company that good. My lessons learned. Maybe I don't have to be around these people anymore. This party sucks, I'm out of luck. I don't know why I'm being here. They talk about some silly stuff, they even don't know if it's real. The crazy part is that I didn't feel this way before I got here. I wanna be somebody, hanging with somebody, Can I be somebody, dancing with somebody? I wanna be somebody,
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle and I do the readings.
Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
What is going on? Thank you for your donation, MR and Rosemary and Vanessa, Hershey, Mizrak, Maruta, Saint Evo, and Becca Boo. What is going on? I appreciate everybody being here tonight. Thank you for joining me. It is a fine Monday night. Hopefully you survived the Monday of the bank crashes. So if you haven't tuned into the news, by the way, I've got some shockers for you. Yeah, the entire banking system appears to be collapsing. Hours of fun and entertainment purposes only. Never collapse the banking system based upon a fat man reading cards on the internet. But yeah, anyway. All right, Rosemary, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. We got Bartman, welcome as well. Let's face the camera up a little bit more so we get more of the Tarot Tower in there. There we go. All right, we're going to use the Wonder World Tarot for the first read over here. We're going to see where this takes us, what wonderful and amazing things we got going on. Char, character, whatever it is. It's the other that. Anyway, Saint, yeah, it's usually pretty busy. Reiki, what is going on? Appreciate you hanging out as well. We got anybody else joined? I think that's it. I think we should be good and all caught up. Let's see how things are going over here by doing our first read with the cards that are flying everywhere. Let's see what we got in the first read. MR, will D meet another woman in Arizona? I don't know. Hopefully we make it to Arizona before it gets hot, because Arizona doesn't seem like the place to be when it's summertime. Just saying. I'm just saying. Lady Divine, what is going on? And V-Ro, how are you as well? Let's see if we're meeting somebody special over there in Arizona. All right, Nine of Cups says possibly, Nine of Coins says possibly, Four of Wands says yes. That's yes, 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 and yes. So there we go. Thumbs up for that. We give love balloons, but that's probably not the best news you wanted to hear, so we'll skip the love balloons. But I mean, hey, you got a 9, you got a 9. It appears to be a woman sort of sitting here with sort of waiting, anticipating, just sort of hanging out, you know, just sort of pausing, a little bit of a pause back there. They're just trying to say, well, I wonder if they're going to show up, or I wonder when they're going to show up, kind of thing. So that could be an interesting aspect as well. You also have the happy home, happy family, but the new happy home, happy family that exists within the 4, of course, and the 9 of Cups, which is also a connection card, love card, and getting everything going, getting all the emotions moving, and all that other good stuff. PieWar, thank you for hanging out tonight. What is going on? Appreciate you being here. All right, the other question is, we have of out here. We have a Rosemary wants to know ends of thoughts and feelings for me. Do they have any thoughts and feelings, or is it vacant? What kind of entertainment things do we got going on with that? We'll see. A little bit of a more of a shuffle and see what's going on over there. The only Pinky, welcome. What is happening as well. So yeah, this is the Tarot Oracle Show. If you have not been here before, please hit like and subscribe. We do readings for donations, and if we have any time left at the end, we do readings for freebies. So there we go. All right. Let's see. Well, this is interesting. Ends, thoughts, feelings for me. Hierophant says this is sort of a distance thing. It's almost like that we're unreachable, or we can't be reached. Maybe there's something in between there, or what's happening. It's like we're trying to sort of get some aspect. It's also sort of a disconnect with somebody being high and somebody being low. In other words, we're not on the same plane, or we're not on the same page as far as some things. It seems like a lot of times maybe we're on a different page. Maybe someone has more feelings than the other. Maybe we have sort of a disconnect as far as that. Maybe we even have some distance, or at least some emotional separation with that. Five of Coins does indicate that we've gone through a little bit of challenges with this particular person. The Five of Coins is an interesting card because it just kind of points out that we've gone through some challenges together. Normally, you have one or two people through here dragging through the snow, making it, to the end, what have you. But it just feels like these challenges have built up. The snow is built up. We're moving through. We have the wounds. We have the injuries from this. And the devil says that at some point, one or both of us just didn't want the relationship, or maybe the connection or something like this, to sort of work in the direction that needed to be. Got a little bit of a devil with a Two of Coins. Things that should have been done weren't done. We have a degree of neglect possibly between this connection as well. And the neglect sort of just built up like the snow has built up through here. Dragging across. Two of Coins says the improper decisions were made, and we have kind of a difficult end to this at the end of the day. It just looks a little bit challenging. So this just looks challenged. It looks challenged. The thoughts and feels, they feel challenged. The thoughts and feels, they feel like we're on a different page. We may not have the aspect, we may not have the ability to do what we need to do in this particular connection with that. Miss Moonlight Musing, what is going on? Appreciate you hanging out over here tonight. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. Hopefully everybody survived this fine Monday with all the bank crashes. So I'm hoping that everybody's money is okay. Wherever your money is stored, hopefully that did not crash and go away. Bartman, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. What is happening? I wonder, is this isolated to the U.S. or do other countries have crashing banks? I'm just kind of curious. I haven't really looked that up, and maybe just the U.S. Anyway, but yeah, we're going to see what is happening with Vanessa. Where will I meet my next lover at? Oh man, intuitively I say online. I mean, just going straight through, right? Life of Destiny, I thank you for your donation as well. It just feels like straight through. We're just meeting online. We got the Five of Cups. It's interesting. It's almost like some place that you normally wouldn't be. Some place that you normally would engage in. And again, I still think it is online, right? In other words, you have the Justice, you have this Page of Cups. It feels like we're just running into something new. We're running into something that we don't have experience with. Maybe we fumbled into it. It's not something that we always do. It's not something that we normally engage in. It just feels like we don't know where we're at. We don't know what we're doing. We're kind of a newbie in this area kind of thing. It just feels like the Page of Cups feels like I'm just a little uncomfortable with it. So I think it's like a new dating app, or it's some new thing that you haven't tried before. You stumble into it. You're like, I'll give it a try. And it turns out that it actually works half decent, right? Serena, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. I think it just, it is an aside too. A lot of times we do use an app that is a bad app, but we just happen to luck out. So the universe has ways ways of making things work out, making things sort of push in our direction. When it wants to manifest something, occasionally we just get some wild and unusual activities, and boom, all of a sudden we're in a different aspect than we have been before, right? And that's where the Justice card is. It's almost looking at it from a different perspective, but balancing things out from this new perspective. And I think that's kind of where we're at. So Five of Cups, you got a Page of Cups. It's like we've tried something, maybe an app, maybe something before. This could also be somebody you've met online, you've chatted with online, and you didn't have much luck. The Five of Cups. So somebody maybe I wasn't interested in initially, but over time, I sort of, have this opportunity. I meet them maybe, and it's like, oh, this person's pretty decent. I kind of like where this is going. So this is something either that you have readdressed meeting somebody online, you have tried a different app online, and that's kind of there. And overall, it's just sort of an accident. It just feels like a whole lot of accidents that led to something decent. So there we go. So it looks decent after all. So there we go. That is the Owl Tarot. In case you ask who could possibly be there, that is the Owl Tarot. We got all sorts of new tarot decks, and we are using them like it's going out of a style as we do, right? Out of style. Zhao likes it. Faith likes it. There we go. Everybody likes a good Owl Tarot. So in case you wonder who, what, why, when, or how, you have the answer. Indeed, it is new. It is unboxed, and we are ready to rock with a lot of the tarot decks that we just haven't had access to before because they've been sitting there on the table. Or we do have 41 decks to unbox, so we are going to see these over time. We are going to kind of see some new decks, some new things, some new graphics. So I'm trying to introduce new things where I can to keep the channel at least moderately interested. But yeah, we'll see where that goes. All right, how will the manager react if I send him my resignation? Eight of Pentacles says, please God, don't leave. That's how they react. That's, Eight of Pentacles, please God, don't leave. We need you here. We need you to stay. Five of Cups says, we're going to be disappointed with this. We can't go on without you. I mean, there is a level, the two things that you have as a manager. Let's say this. The two big things you have as a manager. Number one, you need somebody sitting at a job doing stuff. If that person is not sitting there doing stuff, there's usually a big problem because now you have to hunt down somebody else. Number two, you got to train somebody else. And that is a pain in the butt to train somebody new on all of the little, because training people takes forever. It takes forever. But I'm just saying, it takes forever. So yeah, so there's a lot of very hesitant feelings that come with somebody leaving because now I have to stop my normal job as a manager and do all this other crap to find somebody else. And this is what you see overall. Ten of Swords, it feels like if you do leave, you're not coming back. This is not something where, oh, I'm taking a vacation, I'm taking a little hiatus, ain't no thing. It is like you are gone. That Ten of Swords says, oh, I'm not coming back. The Two of Swords, this could be difficult to contact you. You're probably not going to be available for questions. You're probably not going to be able to train somebody. And please God, don't go. And that Five of Cups are going to be disappointed to see you leave. That's it. That's it. And a lot of that aspect comes from, hey, now I got to stop my job and do all of this extra crap that I don't want to do. And the worst part of getting anybody new in is the training portion of it, because no job is this easy, combinable little thing that sits over here. It's always this endless amount of extra stuff the person did, because a good employee is a good employee. They don't do their job. They do their job and a ton of other stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Mina, welcome. And Ann, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Faith, what is going on with that? Yeah, LOL, indeed. It's a pain in the butt to replace anybody. Bardman wants to know something. They want a little dark mansion. We do have some dark mansion up here in the Tarot Tower. If you haven't been here before, by the way, this is my Tarot Tower. It is 80 decks of magical cards over here. where all of the magic happens in the background. And if you love the Tower, by the way, this is the only place you're ever going to find one. Hit that like and subscribe button. It helps me out as a YouTuber, as always. So, you know, there we go. There we go. There we go. Becca Boo needs some positive energy. Becca Boo, I'm putting you in the introduction tomorrow. Tomorrow, Becca Boo, you will be in the introduction. So there you go. There's some positive energy your way, making it happen. So Becca Boo, let me see what you look like. You got an icon. So I want to get, if Becca Boo, I want to make sure I have your proper, at least moderately proper look there. Okay, I don't know if that's you, Becca Boo, but I think if that's you, then all right, then I got an idea of you get a limited amount of characters that you can use. I can't just create a new character. So based upon the graphic I just saw of you, I think I got an idea of who I want to put up there. All right. So yeah, you don't get an unlimited amount of stuff. You get certain characters. See, I made you smile. See, everything is going to be all right after all. Bartman is going to be all right as well. Crystals and Paint, hello. What is going on? What's going to happen when I take a break from writing? So it appears that Bardman has been busy over here. Bardman has been sitting there writing as fast as they can, getting all of this stuff done with that, right? So we're going to take a break from writing. We're going to see where it's happened. We're going to see, because there's two things that could happen, right? Number one, you could have an issue with getting back into the mood of it. Like, you know what I mean? It's like when you go and you're working out like hard every day you go to the gym, and then you hurt your ankle and you're out of the gym for like a week. And then you don't go back, and now you're out of the gym for 2 weeks, and now you go back, and all the people you're working out with don't go anymore, and now you don't feel like going. It like ruins everything. So the other option is you take a nice rest, this nice hiatus, and you're thinking about writing the whole time. So when you come back, you're all excited about it. So let's kind of see where that is. 5 of Cups. I think we have number 2 over there. I think that you miss it. Here's the thing that I think happens. I think that you take a break, and the entire time you're taking a break, your mind is full of other ideas of new projects, ideas of how to enhance the existing projects. I think your brain is on overload, is what I think. So the 5 of Cups says, I miss it. I want to go back to it. But I said I would take a break. Said I wasn't thinking about it. Taking a couple of days off. The 5 of Cups says, I still miss it anyway. King of Pentacles says, when you do go back, you go back with this robust amount of ideas, enthusiasm, and I think that it's going to work out fine for you as well as this goes. The Sun says take a real break, though. Don't sit there and generate ideas or mark down this and mark down that. You need to take a true break, right? You absolutely have to sort of get out and get away from that. That Sun card just says get out in the sun. Make some new things, make some new ideas, do something else, maybe a different hobby. Focus on that, and kind of when you come back, it's like coming back to an old friend. It's just very nice. It's very refreshing. And the 8 of Swords as well says a lot of the blockages that you've had are just freed up by this break. So in conclusion, we got blockages being removed. We got a big missing of this. We got a big kind of, ooh, I need to see where this I love to get. And the King of Pentacles, you gather all of these ideas, all of these things, and you're going back in with that level of enthusiasm. Not only that, but the level of ideas, all of this new innovations, you're going back in with that. I think that's one of the big opportunities you got here. Be random with me. What is going on? Appreciate you hanging out. What is happening? Hopefully everybody survived a fine Monday of all the bank crashes. Hopefully your money's safe and all that other stuff. Life of Destiny, will I get a job I interviewed for? Immediately, I think yes. Like immediately, no hesitation, straight out of the box, I say yes intuitively with that. Let's go and verify that with a little bit of the Waterfall Tarot. This is my deck in case you didn't know, in case you're new, in case you are new. We'll see. We'll see what's going on here, right? I think that we have a good opportunity here for getting this job. It does look pretty decent. You do have a King of Cups, 3 of Cups, a celebration, the 6 of Cups. It looks like a yes. I like it. I like it. A little bit of a thumbs up action on there because I think that's kind of where we need to be, right? 6 of Cups. The interview went well. And I think that's the main thing that you need. I think the resume looked good. I think you have some nice opportunities here. I think they did like you. They did see you as a team player. They had a lot of enthusiasm towards kind of who you are, where you're going to be, what you're going to do. And they can really kind of see you in that role. Six of Cups says, you just did well. It was such a beautiful connection. They really appreciated you being here. And the home in the background just kind of says that you are home. You were home. This is a home that you can come back to. King of Cups as well points a level of sort of independence and enthusiasm that you are bringing onto the role, and I think people like that. And the Three of Cups, obviously, not only the teamwork opportunity, but the level of enthusiasm, celebration. It is a celebration card. We're leaning on the celebration aspect here, and we can do a little party balloons over there, and just, you know, I think it's just going to work out, and you are going to get the job indeed. So that is what I think about that one. Looks good at every possible aspect. With that, we got the double Ann and the crystal. Let's take a look at the Q, which should be pretty simple because there's only 3 people in it. We got Ann, and more Ann, and then we got crystals and a pain with not a romantic interest. All right, we're going to see where this takes us. All right, we got a couple of Ann readings over here, leaning on some of the new decks. We have a lot of good new decks over here, right? Ann's question is like sort of a general, will S be okay? I think the Amber Tarot is a really good one for this. Now, this is a brand new deck. It is very warmed up over here. PieWar, thank you for your donation as well. We got a brand new deck. It is warmed up. This one looks great, right? All right, let's get the Amber Tarot. Making it happen over here from the Life Spirit team. They sent this to me free. It is on a Kickstarter if you're interested in that. I like it. It looks like the Key Tarot. It looks a lot like the Key Tarot, but they didn't use any Photoshop. It's like straight up. It is like straight up interesting with that. And let's see if S gonna be all right. Are they gonna be not all right? King of Cups is all right. We got another Six of Cups. Doesn't seem to be, you know, looks like they're gonna be all right. Look, we're finding our new place in the world. And that's what you got here, right? We have a 10 of Cups over here. We're finding a new... PieWar, thank you again for your donation. Lonnie, welcome. Appreciate you hanging out as well. But yeah, you know, you have a level of happy home, happy family. We're trying to find that. And I think that's where we're at here. They're trying to find their role within this world, within this situation. They're trying to find out where they're going to be comfortable, how things are going to go, and what kind of things that they're going to be able to do. It really feels like they're trying to get their footing in a new environment, right? A new environment. So I think that's going to be there, right? All right. We're also going to have a Six of Cups again with that connection. They're looking for that connection. They're looking for this level of enthusiasm. And I think that's very important as well as sort of the King of Cups that we just had. We seem to have the King of Cups. We seem to have the Six of Cups in every reading, whatever, in every deck, whatever. That's fine. But yeah, you know, level of King of Cups as well. But, you know, will they be all right? I'm finding my footing in this world, in this new environment. I'm finding people that can support me, people that can be on my side. And I think that's going to be important as well. So yeah, it looks like yes. I'm going to think at least that they're going to be just fine. All right, we also have a general over here for Anne. Anne wants to know, like, what kind of things are coming? What kind of things can we expect in this new world of the interesting stuff going? But yeah, I had a good day on the stock market, but then I blew up a couple of accounts. So, you know, so what I do in the stock market, what I do is I basically have safe accounts. These are accounts where I pay $7 and they loan me 50 grand to play with, right? And so I go and I play with their 50 grand and I make, if I make a certain amount of money without losing a bunch of money, then they allow me to play with more, and then I start earning money, and I get the money that I earn, right? Anyway, so I ended up playing around in a really bad part of the day, and I blew up, I think, 2 of these accounts. So anyway, I still have like 7 more accounts that are just fine, but I did blow up 2 today. Because Samantha, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. You adopted Suki. Congratulations. Very nice indeed. All right, let's get a little general reading. We got a Seven of Pentacles. The work that you're doing is noted. The work that you're doing is seen. The work that you're doing is appreciated. The work that you're doing is exciting. There's a lot of people behind. In other words, there's a lot of people behind you here. And I think you've asked that before. It's like, hey, I'm doing these tasks, doing these activities. Where is this going to sort of be at the end of the day? And I think the Seven of Pentacles says you're doing good work. And you're doing work that is going to be productive. It is going to be noticed. It is going to be appreciated. Right? Bethany, it has been a minute. How are you doing? Good to see you. But yeah, you sort of have that temperance card. You need to balance things out. I think your life is somewhat of an extreme here and there. You're so focused, you're so dedicated, you're so hardworking that you're a little too focused and too hardworking. And temperance card says we need to balance things out. We need to push things into a different direction sometimes. And we need to kind of see where places are going to take us, where ideas are going to take us, rather than being hyper-focused on one thing. You want to sort of, adjust as it goes. Overall, the Five of Pentacles says you are in for a couple of challenges here and there. Push through, and I think you're going to be okay with that, right? I think that is sort of it with there. Thank you for the like, a life of destiny. I appreciate you. Joan, it's not scary at all. You're safe. Joan, the most money I can lose is $7. So if I do something super, super stupid, I only lose $7 when I blow up the account. That's the purpose of all of those fancy things over there. So there we go. Anyway, all right. So that's why I like the little safety net over there. All right. Well, I get to talk to AE again. Apparently, AE is somebody that's interesting. It piqued my interest a little bit. Kind of wonder where they're going, what they're doing. You know, I kind of like that. And speaking of what I kind of like over here, on the Tarot Tower, one of the decks that I'm really kind of in love with now, I'll be honest with you, is the Monsoon Tarot. This one is so cool. It is a cute little deck. It has a lot of interesting aspects to it. I took literally like 4 decades to unbox it, to 4K flip through, to put it out here. You know, it just feels like that I should have done this earlier. I don't know. This one has captured my attention as far as I'm seeing, right? It has captured my attention. Anyway, will I get talked to AE again? We'll see how that goes. But yeah, we'll see where this is going to take us. Three of Water says yes. This is a uniting card, right? You have this sort of at the end. This is a uniting card where we're united. We're seeing each other. We're having fun with that. Carine, I thank you for your donation over PayPal. I appreciate you. But yeah. So the Three of Water says we're going to see each other, have a little bit of party, a little bit of a conversation, a little bit of a, a reuniting aspect with this card. That's a very important three with a Three of Water. Strength says there is a little bit of time or distance or separation between us, right? Because maybe we're over here and they're over there. It feels like that we are, to me, almost like artwork. Look at that. Crystal, what do you think? It's like making artwork on something. So it's almost like that they're busy making art. They're doing things, doing their own projects, have a degree of separation between you and them. So it takes a little bit of time to sort of connect, right? Bethany, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. The Two of Earth says that we go together. We have that yin-yang aspect to us. We sort of need to reunite again someday. So overall, that is going to be a big fat old thumbs up as it goes, right? A lot of good thumbs up here. Love this. If you don't have this, called the Monsoon Tarot. And I gotta say, this is one of the ones out of the box. The Monsoon Tarot is one of the decks that straight out of the box just pulled me in. I think that is really wild, right? Just pulled me in. We're gonna see what's going on with that. Anyway, you turned 65. I'm interested to know if I'm gonna be a spinster. What the hell is a spinster? It sounds dirty, but maybe it's not. Let me see. What is a spinster? Spinster. What is a spinster? Dictionary. An unmarried woman, typically an older woman beyond the usual age for marriage. Wait a minute. I'm interested to know if I'm going to be divorced. Is that it? I've not been in a good relationship for 15 years with a man. I've not been in a good relationship. Does that mean you're not in a relationship? Or you've been in a crappy relationship for 15 years? I'm kind of interested. So spinster is a divorced person that's old, and it sounds like your man is, it sounds like you're not happy with your man or you don't have a man. I don't know. I'm confused with the whole thing. I'm confused with the entire question. So does that mean you want to be single, but you ain't single? Anyway, all right. So you're going to be like, just out there on the dating apps or something? You're going to be like, yo, yo, I'm single and I'm ready to mingle, boys. I'm 65 and let's make it happen. I guess, is that are we going to relive that? I'm not in any relationship. Well, then your question doesn't make any sense. A spinster is an unmarried woman, typically an older woman beyond the usual age for marriage. So it says as derogatory. Wait a minute. Translate more definitions. A woman who spins. The names of a woman to note their occupation. Does a spinster mean that you make cloths or something? I don't know. I have no idea what your question is. I have zero idea what your question is at this point. Anyway, all right. We're going to see, will the banking system be stable or is it going to crap? Now, before I answer that question, entertainment purposes only. I am not a financial analyst. I am simply a fat man on YouTube trying to make his way in the world. So let's see what is going to happen. We go here to the Tarot Tower and get this deck over there. And we're going to see if the banking system is going to be stable or will it get worse. I don't know. Well, luckily, it's the small banks that are crashing. So, hey, we'll see how it goes. All right, we're going to go here and hopefully just broke. No, I mean, it's like asking me, am I going to fly a plane? I can't fly. It's like, wait. Am I going to fly a plane? I don't know, in my car? It's like, wait a minute, you're going to fly a plane in your car? What does that even mean? Anyway, all right, so I have no idea what the question is. Maybe if they reword it, I don't know. It's quite self-deprecating. Easier question. Do you see love in the future? Okay, now apparently we have a new question. There we go. All right, will it be stable or will it not be stable? You know, we've crashed the banking system before. We've done it before. See, basically what happened is they made bad investments with their money. Okay, when you put money into the banking system, they don't put it in the vault and keep it there. They get that money and they invest it in stuff. And apparently they made really shitty investments. And now it's coming back to haunt them in this particular bank, right? So you have the fool. They made a little bit of risky. They did their own thing. They made some things happen. And then it came to bite them in the butt when everybody came to get their money. So it didn't look good indeed. I do think we have a level of injury in the banking system. I mean, it does seem like when Biden is around, the banking system has crashed. I mean, look at 2008. Look at 2000 now. I mean, you know, entertainment purposes only. I don't know. But I'm just saying, I see a pattern. But anyway, yeah, you have a Knight of Wands over here as well. So this is an injury that needs to be healed. This is something that needs to be addressed. I think we need a lot of people on this that know what they're doing, and hopefully it'll recover. Queen of Cups says this is more of an emotional thing. If everybody didn't run to the bank and try to get all their money out of that place, then it would have been fine. They just needed to get their crappy investments and reinvestment, but everybody panicked. So the emotional aspect is what kind of caused everything to go to crap. We have emotional aspects now to where people are panicking, and the stock from another bank dropped like 70% before they locked it down. And yeah, so the Queen of Cups says the emotions, the panic basically is causing a lot of this to happen. Judgment says we're here again. This is the rebirth. This is the reincarnation, right? It is the rebirth. It is the reincarnation. We had it in 2008. We have it again now. And I see a pattern of who is around when we have it. Both times I seem to see a pattern of who's around. But yeah, we're going to have it. You know, this is it. And this probably won't be the last one either. There's always, you know, high interest rates, panic, everything just caused this, and all the things happen. But it's sort of a perfect storm, and everything's going to be okay. You know, it's not going to be as bad as 2008, hopefully, and everything's going to be all right. You just got to take a deep breath and hope for the best and, pray that somebody does something. And we got bailouts and more inflation. It's going to be fun, it's hours of entertainment is what it is. You knew you needed something entertaining. You knew you needed something entertaining in your life. And this is what it is today, right? This is what it is. All right. Anyway, adopted Suki. Congratulations. Let's get the dancing doggy up in there and see what is going to happen with Suki. Congrats. We have an adoption in there. An adoption making it happen. Lady Vegas, welcome. Appreciate you being here. We got Yvette as well. I appreciate you as well. How's everybody doing? It's a fine Monday night. And didn't they withdraw a large amount? Yeah, again, the bank doesn't have all your money sitting there. So when a lot of people withdraw, then now they got to basically cash out their investments. And if their investments were bad, then that causes a little bit of a problem. Anyway, all right. How's it going to go? You got the 10 of Wands. Any new adoption, you got it. There's the fun part, and then there's the bad part, right? You have a little bit. Judy, welcome. I appreciate you. You have a 10 of Wands over there. You're going to have a little bit of, a non-fun part. Maybe it's potty training. Maybe it's they bark at the neighbors. There's always the behavior you got to sort of figure out and what have you. So is this a puppy? This is a puppy, you got to get them trained, right? You got to go over here and get a 7 of Wands. You got to teach them what's acceptable to you, what's not acceptable to you. Take them to the trainer, watch some YouTube videos, if nothing else, and do some training on the puppy. And that includes socialization, that includes some behavioral training. Basically get the dog to understand you as a person. I like this when you do this. I don't like it when you do this, because just yelling at the dog, it never works. You got to focus on proper behavioral training. There's all sorts of great places to get that. You can even get it online at this point, to where people will let you see videos and you walk through the videos and then do it at home. There's so many good training opportunities. So 7 of Wands, teach them what's not acceptable, teach them what not to do without yelling at them, because yelling at them never does any good. 2 of Swords, it says it is something where you're gonna have to make them comfortable as well. A lot of love, a lot of attention, some good behavioral training with positive reinforcement. I think you got all of that, as well as the socialization, but all of that is a lot of work. You were already busy with your life, and now you have more things to do. A little bit of a 10 of Wands. Just relax, take a deep breath, do what you need to do. Let me tell you this. My ex never socialized their dogs, and their dogs damn near got them kicked out of their apartment like 4 times. Their dogs attack children. My ex's dogs attacks kids. So they'll lunge at children and try to bite them and stuff. They almost got kicked out of their apartment, or she almost got kicked out of her apartment for this crap. They lunged and they actually did bite somebody, and they had to go to the pound, and they were talking about putting them down and stuff. So eliminate all of this drama. Number 1, socialization. Please, socialization. Number 2, behavioral training with positive reinforcement. Get it done, or you will end up in the same situation as she did, to where I had to put the dog in this house for like a month, and basically work with the Humane Society to not put the dogs down. So yeah. Don't do that, right? Don't be an idiot like that, like her. So yeah, there you go. All right, Bethany is next. And wait. Before we do Bethany, we got to go over to Carine. I want a little bit of a general, make it happen. Power of the P. What is going on? We also got Crafty Lady. How are you doing tonight? Thank you for being here. I appreciate everybody hanging out on this fine Monday night. Ashley, welcome as well. So there we go. All right, let's see where this is going to take us. What kind of adventures we got going on. Dog training is a great thing. Makes a wonderful connection with your dog. Indeed, it does, right? Socialization is always fun, too. But yeah, if you don't socialize and you don't train, you're going to be you're going to be asking your boyfriend to take the dog and put them in their house and pay a lot of money to a lot of people to not put the dog down. So, that's the way it goes sometimes. Anyway, Power of the P, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's see where this is going to take us tonight. We got the death card. It's time for some changes. It's time for some changes. Maybe you're ready for that to happen. Maybe not. Change always have a little bit more of a challenge than just doing the regular stuff. Change is adventurous. It's exciting. And I think that's going to be something that happens as well. But the death card says change is required, needed. It absolutely needs to happen with this, as well as you have the Ace of Pentacles. The change brings in new opportunities. That's where you would like it to be, right? Ashley, I thank you for your donation as well. With Ace of Pentacles, embrace the newness and embrace the change. The change brings about opportunities. Now, here's what happens a lot of times, Carine, right? Power of the P, thank you for your third donation. I appreciate you. A lot of times when changes occur, they're a pain in the butt. They bring in new things you don't want to deal with. They bring in some disadvantageous things you don't want to do. And change is sort of just a little bit on the bad side. Your change is on the good side because the Ace of Pentacles says, hey, let's reboot some stuff. Let's get some new opportunities. But to get those, we have to absorb a little bit of a different behavior, different habits, different opportunities, different places. Four of Pentacles reverse says, don't be greedy about it. Be open to the new experiences. Be open, be available to the new experiences because they're going to take you the places that you need to go. Change involves newness. If you're sort of closed in, if you have the closed body language, a lot of times you are going to get a little bit of an issue with that. Knight of Pentacles just says this brings you into a level of monetary stability that you kind of need in there. And I think that's going to be good for you overall. There we go. But it's sort of a second house, not necessarily monetary stability, but maybe monetary opportunities and maybe stability. A little bit of a second house with the Pentacle combo with that. All right, should I dust off my resume and get the hell out of here or not? That is a throwdown.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
Let's make it happen. Bethany is one of the old school members of the stream. Bethany has been around literally for a decade. So thank you, Bethany, for all your support. I greatly appreciate you coming back. We got all of the people coming back. We got PieWar coming back, got Bethany coming back. We had a ton of people coming back from the old school days. So yeah, kind of exciting. Anyway, all right, we got a throwdown, right? Keeping the job is on the left. Getting the hell out of there is going to be on the right, right? Maybe this is a time to get out of there. Maybe this is a time to keep it. We'll see. Keeping it, does it look good? It looks comfortable. I don't know. Bethany, is it comfortable? I mean, it looks comfortable. Keeping a job, staying there. You don't have to do anything different. Finding a new job is a pain in the ass. It is. Let's admit it, okay? I got to prove myself. I got to go, oh, my name is T.O. and I need to prove myself. I'm amazing. Look at this work that I do. Look at this overtime that I'm doing. It's a pain in the ass. It is. You can stay there where you're at and be comfortable. Everybody knows you. You can stay there and be comfortable, right? And you have a level of defensiveness against leaving too. You know, if I go somewhere else, now I got to search for a job. Now I got to wonder if I can pay the damn electric bill. Now I got to do this and do that, right? But at the end of the day, you got two levels of defensiveness. You don't feel appreciated. You don't feel like you're making the grade over there. It feels like that, yeah, I need something new. I think something new, right? All right. Now, getting a new job looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I would recommend it. So I think just a limited, entertainment purposes only, I would dust off the resume and get the new job. I dust off the resume and would at least shop around and see where this is going to take us, right? Because maybe you get this new job, a lot of excitement, a lot of energy with it. The Chariot involves movement. You like to move. You like a new opportunity, see where it goes. And you can use some of the contacts maybe from the old job. You got a good resume. You got good experience, a little bit of the magician over here. Overall, dust off the resume and shop around. At a minimum, shop. There you go. Neve, welcome. Appreciate you. All right, we got to redo the intro. We got to add Becca Boo to the intro. That's number one priority. Number one priority is adding Becca Boo to the intro. Ms. Moonlight Musing, I want to add you to the intro too. Ms. Moonlight Musing, I have no idea what you look like. So that I get the race and the sex and everything correct, just let me know a generic description of yourself in chat. Nothing specific. Anyway, Caro, I thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. We also got, let's see, Carine said thank you. You're quite welcome, Carine. I thank you for being here as always. All right. How do I hurt X-Serious ego? I regret reconnecting. Wait a minute. How do you hurt the ego? In other words, you just want to tick them off or something? Or like, what's going on? I don't know. How do I hurt the ego? I've never heard. That's a brand new question. You are in territory that's never been discovered before. If you're going to hurt somebody's ego, we need the This Might Hurt Tarot. You saw that coming. Raise your hand if you did not see the This Might Hurt Tarot coming for this question. This crafty lady is specifically an elf for a reason, because Ultraviolet Teddy, who didn't bother joining us today, by the way, said, crafty lady looks like an elf. When I showed her your picture, she said she looks like an elf. So I found an elf in the program and I put the elf in there. All right. I put the elf in there. So if you want to thank somebody, when you see her, you can thank Ultraviolet Tarot herself, right? Herself. All right. So there you go. Interesting question, I guess. How do I hurt the ego? I guess, how do you hurt that? Kick them in the nuts? I don't know. All right, I don't know how do you hurt the ego. That would hurt the nuts. I don't know. Do you have a yoga stretchy comfort pants? Yes, I do, actually. Do you have a girl in yoga stretchy comfy pants? Yeah, Becca Boo, I have a comfy yoga pant person. So there you go. All right, who else was awaiting? Change my pick. Okay, Moonlight Musing is going to change their pick. Let me see what it looks like. So you got a dog. All right, we got a dog. Oh, that could be interesting. Hang on, let me go to Miss Moonlight Musing. Let's see, go to channel, and let's see what we're looking at. All right, so I got a generic idea what you look like. Okay, cool, we're good. All right, Carine, I thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. Seven of Swords, leave. Leave, get the hell out, leaving. Nothing says F you like leaving and exiting stage left, and carry a knife with you. You can shank them with a spoon. You know what I'm saying? I learned that in prison. I'm just saying, the Seven of Swords, you can sharpen a spoon and you can shank them with it or something. I don't know. But yeah, leaving with something to shank them with is going to be your number one priority over here. Seven of Pentacles, destroy their dreams. If they have dreams of being a great stock market trader, remind them that they lost money today, right? Remind them, go, wait a minute, I thought you were a great stock market trader. Didn't you blow up an account? Because they have dreams and aspects of all excitedness that they're ready to do. And if you remind them of their failures today on the stock market, you hurt their ego. The other thing is the Seven of Wands. It says, be defensive against anything they're trying to make you do. If they wanted you to go to see the new movie, then just say, I don't want to see that damn movie. If they want you to go eat, say, I hate that restaurant, why do you keep going there? And lastly, the Nine of Cups, make them some pottery. Okay, if you make them some pottery, that is just going to destroy their ego completely. Make them pottery, shank them while you're leaving, and remind them that they blew up an account today on the stock market, and that will absolutely destroy them. They will be in tears. They will be just absolutely destroyed from this. They'll never recover. I'm just saying now. All right, Carine, I thank you for your donation over PayPal. I greatly appreciate you. We got Power of the P with the triple shot over there. Power of the P out with friends last night, and the two of us heard the men outside whispering. What were they communicating? Maybe they liked your ass. Cinderella, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you there. All right. They were whispering. They were whispering like Ultraviolet's Teddy's new videos where she whispers into the microphone. All right, let's see. Let's see what they were whispering about. We got a little painted lady tarot over there. We're going to see where that is going to be good. There we go. Mishka, welcome. Appreciate you hanging out here. What is going on? We got Geetika, welcome as well. How's everybody doing? We survived. We survived Monday with all of the bank panic and everything. Everybody's going to be just fine. Everybody's going to be just fine. All right, they were whispering, and we want to know what they were whispering about. All right, you do got a page of paints over here. I think that they sort of liked one of the people in the group. They liked one of the people in the group. They were like, ooh, I like this particular person. And they were trying to see if the other one agrees that they like that person. So they did like a particular person going in there. The Lovers kind of just says, hey, I'm enjoying the company. I like what I see over there. You got the Queen of Crowns and the Eight of Paints as well. And then we're just kind of seeing, you know, just sort of guessing and like who was who and what they were excited about and what kind of things are there. And, you know, we just kind of have that aspect, the coming together, the beautiful opportunities there. And, you know, they were just whispering. They were a little bit shy, a little bit on the simp side. They, you know what I'm saying? They liked what they saw. They liked what they saw. The two men outside whispering secretively. They did not want you to know. They did not want you to know because, you know, there could be some drama associated with that if they pick the wrong person with that. Shiba Moon, welcome. I just used your deck a minute ago. I use your deck every day now, Shiba Moon. Hope you're happy. Hopefully, Shiba Moon is going to have another Kickstarter with more cards, cooler cards, and we're working with Shiba Moon to get a bunch of these. I want a bunch of these to give away on the stream. So every cent that I earn this year, I'm going to use on giveaways. I'm going to use on giveaways because I'm dying of cancer. I might as well go out big, boys. Let's go out big is what I'm saying, right? All right, let's go out big, boys. We're going to go out with enough giveaways to end the internet itself. To end the internet itself, right? All right, we're going to have as many of these as I can afford, and we are going to buy a metric ton of these. And give away all of them. So hopefully the stock market is going to be good to me and I make lots of money and give a lot of it to Shiba Moon. There we go. How's my fur? Oh, my fur baby. All right, we're going to see. Speaking of the Shiba Moon tarot, we can get it right now. We can use it right now. A little bit of that, making it happen over there. Let's get the happy doggy dance over there. Is the doggy going to dance? What's wrong? The doggy's shy now. There's the doggy. There's the doggy. Waiting for like, where's the doggy at? You know? Anyway, how's the fur baby feeling? His name is Boss. You know, most fur babies are the boss. They are definitely the boss. So let's see where this is going to take us. The Lovers. The Lovers, you know, that connection is there. The connection is tight. The connection is amazing. Amy, welcome. Appreciate you being here. But the Lovers just says, hey, we have a beautiful, a lovely connection over there. And this is something that we value. We love the opportunities. We love this individual. We love being there. And I think that's going to be very good, right? Two of Cups as well. Lovers and the Two of Cups. Very good reuniting with them. They miss you when you're gone. Very good connection. Very happy overall. That Eight of Cups. When you leave, they're devastated, right? When you leave, they're devastated. So make sure it always come back. And that's going to be a good thing. Everybody can have a party at the end of the day for that. But yes, it is looking very good. It is looking very good. Party balloons. Fur baby feels fantastic about you. Making it happen. You're moving. Power the P is moving. Oh shit, I pressed the wrong button. Wait a minute. Hang on, I pressed the wrong button. Now I got to fix it. Okay, I got to fix it, save, and okay, I'm good now. All right, Power of the P is moving, getting a new place, a new fancy place, putting maybe the old one up for sale, abandoning the old location, getting the new location in there. Let's make it happen with another deck that I'm buying a metric ton of, and appears that we're going to move this all around and bump it over and over and over. Anyway, here is the deck that I'm talking about. You all know it as the Meraki Tarot. Where is the damn graphic to the Meraki Tarot? Where did I put it? There it is. No, that's the wheel. Oh, here it is. The Meraki Tarot. There we go. All right, we got the Meraki Tarot over there. Gummy Bear Tarot, that sounds awesome. Ooh, I want a Gummy Bear Tarot. And a 10. Oh, I remember that one. Joan, I remember that one. Yeah, the Gummy Bear Tarot. That's kind of cool. Yeah, there you go. All right, let's see. Let's hear Teddy's voice. All right, there you go.
Tio is the best tarot reader ever.
I'm the best reader ever. I am the best reader ever. All right, how's this move going to go? Hopefully it's going to go good. Moving is actually under the stressors of life, like right below death of a family member. It's literally that bad. You got to pack your whole life into boxes. You got to do all of this extra crap. You got to do all, it's just terrible. Anyway, but you know, it's stressful. Cinderella, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Ten of Pentacles says it goes well. Ten of Pentacles is the deck card that you want to see because it tells this tale about a happy home, happy family, a divine, beautiful place that you're going to get into. That is going to be the exciting part in there. Ten of Pentacles talks about that. You have this beautiful moon here as well with all the rabbits. I think that the move takes a little longer than expected. It does drag out into the night. It's almost like that we're driving at night or we're moving at night or we're doing something at night is sort of making this happen, and it feels a little bit stressed with that. Seven of Wands talks about the beavers building the dam. It is something to where you do have to do a little bit of work. Maybe it is a fixer-upper, but you have to do a little bit of work at the end of the day to make it happen. But the Fool says, take the adventure. It's going to go fine. Everything is going to be great. The 22nd is a very good day to move anyway. So overall, it just looks great. I like it. And that is the Power of the P triple shot. Thank you for the other donation, Power of the P. Did you have another question? Or did you not? We still have, you did not have another question. Okay, well, thank you for the tip, I guess. Anyway, let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Power of the P. How's the relationship looking from now to say end of summer? End of summer. All right. Let's see how your relationship is looking. Let's get a beautiful love tarot over here. You know that I want to use the modern love tarot. I need to use the modern love tarot. This is the one. This is the one that everybody enjoys, everybody loves. All right, how's my relationship looking from now until then? Power of the P, I like it. Intuitively, I just like it. I just like the feel of it. I like sort of where it's at. I like all of the sort of the information that's coming across with it. The 5. It does say we have a big argument. This is like one of those big arguments. This is not a small argument. This is a knockdown drag out. It does feel like that you do have a couple of things that do interfere with the level of happiness and the level of sort of moving, the level of satiation here. 5 of Wands talks about moving out. It's almost like taking a trip. We have an argument, or there's an argument during a trip or about a trip. There's an argument about moving in motion that is involved here, and I think that's what's going to come about with that. So you got to watch out for that. Don't take it too seriously. Don't let it wreck anything, right? Queen of Pentacles says you feel like that you have the stability that you need from this, right? We have a level of stability, a level of happiness that we have from this, that we feel from this, and that's kind of what you want. You want to know that I don't have to worry about things. I don't have to be concerned and be, you know, on edge about things. And that's, if you can do that, that's a good relationship, because you don't want it to take up a ton of your mental time. You don't want it to introduce anxiety. A relationship is to reduce anxiety. It's to be happy. It's to introduce a level of pleasure, satiation. I think that's where it goes. Ace of Pentacles says you feel like this can go somewhere too, which is an important aspect. But the 8 of Swords feels like it doesn't check all the boxes. Now that's the thing too, right? I watched some YouTube videos and they talk about the new modern relationship view is a relationship has to make me happy, sexually satisfied, has to check all the boxes for me to stay in it. Otherwise, I'm going to ditch it and go to another one, right? Which is kind of like what happened with my last one, right? Because apparently, I don't know, I became an inconvenience because I became an inconvenience, and so I had to go apparently. But yeah, so a relationship doesn't need to check every box. A relationship needs to give you a framework of stability. A relationship needs to give you a framework of happiness, you know, to where I'm not miserable. In other words, does it make my life better or does it make my life worse? If it makes my life worse, then you kind of got to reevaluate, is this something I'm willing to commit to, what have you. But yeah, as long as it makes your life better, but it doesn't need to check every single box every single time, because that's kind of that Cinderella thing, chasing the rainbow, I guess, in some points. But yeah, looking good overall. Anyway, speaking of looking good, Ashley wants to know about a vacation. We got a beautiful, wonderful Carine up in the queue, making that happen. Now let's get another new deck that we haven't used as much, and that is this one right there. Geetika, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. Let's see where this is gonna go, right? Where this is gonna be. All right, vacation time. Ashley, man, it is time for the vacation. It's time to at least, at a minimum, it's time to start planning the vacation. At a minimum, it is time to start planning a vacation. It is, right? Because you have that Seven of Swords. It's time to escape our normal environment. It's time to get something new, some good things, some opportunities we haven't had before. And the Seven of Swords just talks about sneaking out, seeing where we can go, seeing what opportunities are going to be out there. It is time to do that, because the Queen of Cups says you need that emotional stability. You need that emotional reboot. And I think that's something that happens too, right? I think that's it. You got to have an emotional reboot. You got to have things be ready to go, be ready to rock. Magician says you're all ready for this vacation. In other words, your plans go well. And I think that's kind of part of your question. How will my plans go? I have this plan, I have that plan, right? Cinderella, thank you for your planned donation. I appreciate you. But the Magician says you planned it out well. You made the right reservations. You made the right flight. You did everything correctly. And I think that's one big thing that we can sort of be soothed by, reassured by as well. Now, when you get Shiba Moon, thank you for your very generous donation. I greatly appreciate you. The Three of Wands talks about, I want to do another vacation. And I think that's something too. When you get back, you're like, wow, that was refreshing. I like it. Where can I go next? Where is my next destination? Because I really think travel invigorates you. It excites you. It makes your imagination go wild. And that is what you need. That is what you need at this point. A little bit of imagination, a little bit of excitement to sort of get that happening with that. All right, Carine wants to know about romance. So where is that going to take us? All right, we got Carine over here. Whoa. I see, you put my hands on the wrong keys. Carine and romance. All right, romantically, where are we going to be? What is going to happen? Can I type? That'd be great. All right, let's see about romance. Let's use Carine's deck that we have been using for a while. Victorian Romance version 4. It is out. By the way, on the 22nd, I think, on the 22nd, by the way, speaking of dates, 22nd, we have the new Bohemian Gothic coming out. The Bohemian Gothic. I don't know what the price is going to be. It's going to be damn expensive is what it's going to be. Let me tell you that now. Bohemian Gothic is going to be quite expensive. So, you know, hang on to your paycheck, because it's going to take the whole thing. Anyway, all right, let's look at romantically where we're going to end up here. Four of Wands says, happy home, happy family. You've already met the person you want to be with. You've already met the person you're going to be with. And I think that's an important factor here. You've met them. You have that. You have that happy home, happy family. Seven of Pentacles says it's a matter of working, a matter of figuring it out, because I do think you are overloaded, like I mentioned in another reading, and you kind of got to get in that mode of like, I got to be comfortable with this. I got to take the next steps. I got to see where it's going to go. And I think that's going to be possible for you. Knight of Swords says when it gets started, boom, the game on. It is going to be quick. Knight of Swords is a movement, big activities, fast activities, unplanned activities. Everything gets moving in the direction that you would like it to be. And the Two of Wands says, what's next? What's next? Because once your imagination gets engaged, once you get that feeling of, ooh, this is something I really like, you really want to kind of see where it's going to go. And I think that is part of the excitement as far as this is. Caro, speaking of exciting, wants to know, what do you see from me in the next 2 months? Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen, my friends. Go over here to the Tarot Tower. You know what we're going to get. Forest Creatures version 2. You have been waiting for that. Ms. Moonlight Musing, I want the Bohemian. I agree. I'm going to buy 10 or 20 of them. I don't know. We're going to buy 10 or 20 of the Bohemian for investment purposes. We're going to buy 10 to 20 of the Bohemian for investment purposes. Am I going to give one out? I don't know. That's really expensive to give one out. Probably not. Probably not. I know Teddy wants one, so I'll be giving one to Teddy, but for giveaways, that's a bit like $100 deck is a bit much for a giveaway. Anyway, all right, but yeah. Anyway, what do you see from me in the next 2 months? King of Cups says, be unemotional about things. Take things a little less seriously. Don't let things be too intense for you. Relax, see where it's going to go before you sort of interact with it. Because I think that happens a lot of time to us, is we get emotional about something and we react to it before we should. And that's what happened to me on the stock market today, right? I saw something, I got excited, and I clicked the button, and I lost a little bit. I clicked the button again because I thought I knew what was going to happen. I lost a little bit, and I got a little emotional, and I clicked it again, and on that third time, I blew up my $7 account, and away it went forever. The Wheel of Fortune as well. It says the next 2 months, the Wheel of Fortune says that you have a level of travel, a level of adventure coming through. So it's almost like we're moving, we're getting things happening, we're getting things on the next level, and be prepared to sort of wing it and go with the wave, go with the flow as it is. Page of Wands says you are going to run into some opportunities you're not prepared for, you are a little bit stressed about. There's a level of stress, especially next to the very last of the next 2 months, but just be aware that that's going to be okay. You're going to make it through it, but it is something where you sort of clenching your teeth a little bit. You're like, ugh, you know, how am I going to react to this? How am I going to sort of take this in the long run? But I think it's going to be all right at the end of the day with that. Who is next? We do have Geetika is next, and we got the triple shot Cinderella, Shiba Moon, and Lady, and then we're out of here for the night. What the hell is the universe trying to tell me right now? What is the universe trying to say? I've been asking it. I've been like, wait, you're giving me confusing messages. Where are we going? What are we doing? The Hermit reversed. Don't do it by yourself. The ideas that you're having need polishing. They need to be looked at. They need to be evaluated. They need to have some different aspects, some different looks and feels to them before you do anything here. The Magician says a lot of the things you're pursuing, a lot of the ideas, a lot of the things you're chasing are good. They're great. But you need some help. You need some assistance to make this happen. Queen of Wands says you're relying a little bit too much on your expertise. The Magician, the Queen of Wands are the best cards in the deck. It's like you know what you're doing. You've had a level of great success in the past. But in this particular case, the universe is saying maybe we need a second opinion. Maybe we need to look at some things from a different perspective. You just got to sort of approach it from that way, right? The Hermit reversed. Don't do it on your own this time. That is what the universe is trying to tell you. It's desperately reaching out at this point. It's trying to emphasize that. Let's see if you're going to be able to take the advice and see where that is going to take you with Cinderella. How will Saturn in Pisces, is that going to be good for me, or is everything going south? Is everything going south with that Saturn? Why does a Saturn in the Pisces need to be there in the first place? That dirty Saturn. It should be banned. It should be illegal. What is happening with that thing? What is happening with that thing? Let's look at a little bit of a Ciro Marquetti right now and see where that is going to take us. Where that is going to take us. All right. Saturn. Saturn is sneaking into Pisces. You know what that means? You know what that means. It doesn't mean anything good. Let's see where that is going to be. We got a little bit of the night. We got a little, ooh, I guess. Okay, we can do that. We got another magician over there. Saturn in Pisces means you need to sort of interact with people on a different level. Because Saturn does introduce a level of confluence or a level of sort of confusion in that. I don't think that's going to be good for anybody. You need that level of the magician. You need to make your needs known. You need to communicate directly. You don't want to mess around and pool around and these different things. It's not going to be good for you. The Knight as well says you want to get things done quicker so there's less of a chance of Saturn messing it up. And that's kind of where you're at, right? You want to be focused. You want to make it happen. And yeah. You just want to sort of pursue it quickly. You want to pursue it as fast as possible to eliminate anything that's going to interfere in the grand scheme. As well as Saturn says, how can we reevaluate what we're doing? Do you want to double check? Do you want to see where things are going? Do you want to make sure before we take action? I think that's going to be very important indeed, right? So you want to get that dirty Saturn out of that Pisces. Nobody wants that in their water. General reading for the next 4 weeks. My health, my love, Ciro Marquetti. I knew what you wanted. How will I handle stress? Ms. Moonlight Musing. Thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. Let me know what your question is. All right. And we will get that tomorrow. Tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. It's just a day away. But yeah, for the next 4 weeks. Week 1. Week 1 is the Fool. And he's showing you a card. He's showing you a card. It's time to play your cards. It's time to play your cards. Okay? I'm just saying right now. Ms. Moonlight Musing, thank you for the thank you. I really appreciate you. Show your cards. The poker hand has reached a level to where you got to show your cards. All right? I think that's something with health and love. Whatever cards you have, whatever things are on the back burner, whatever powers you have in the background, you need to go ahead and use them. It's time to take it to that level, okay? The poker game, everybody wants to know what's in your hand. You're going to have to show it. The 3 says health needs addressing. You need to address health for the long term. Here's the problem I see. I see that you're addressing health for the short term. In other words, how do I fix this and go back to the bad habits? How do I fix this and go back and do this? You need to do long-term health. And that's something that I had to address too, right? When I was bigger, I had to basically introduce a lot of kale, introduce a lot of onions, mushrooms, a lot of veggies. I had to redo a lot of things for the long term rather than a short-term diet and then go back to my bad eating, gain weight, short-term diet. It's time to go long-term on the health, right? What can I do for long-term success? The King, a lot of fiery aspects with that King as well. As far as love goes, you need excitement, you need adventure. It's time for the boring love to check out, okay? The boring love needs to check out of the hotel at this point. And so you just got to sort of let that boring love check out, and you want to get into something that's going to be a little bit better, a little bit more adventurous, and a little bit more stable, because that Knight says that stability is what we're reaching for in all of the 4 weeks. Get their stability, get it hammered down, and let that lead you into week 5, week 6, week 7, right? I think that's going to be it. All right, there we go. TarotOracle is right about the Oscars. Well, there you go. I still think May is going to be a crappy financial month. See, we're creeping. All of the, I told you, 6 months I've been saying, May is going to be financially terrible. December is going to be financially terrible. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're creeping into May, and May is going to be a doozy. I told you 6 months ago. I'm telling you again, please be careful with your money creeping into May, because it is going to be here quick, and you are going to be affected. In my opinion, entertainment purposes only, but I've been saying it for 6 months. All right, we'll see what's happening here. Is John thinking about me, or only thinking about the work involved with that? Page of Wands says John's a little bit incompetent, but they are thinking about you. You got that Two of Cups over there too, right? The Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is an adventurous card. It's basically very adventurous. It's very interesting. And I like it because it says I am thinking about you. I do have that connection. I think that's sort of happening. Page of Wands says they're a little bit on the incompetent side on how to follow up, but just take a deep breath, let things go, and then you'll be all right. And then you'll be all right. All right. That is just my opinion, though. Yeah. So, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just saying, watch your back on May and December. Okay. Anyway. All right. We have 2 more donations, and we are out of here for the night. Shiba Moon, thank you again for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. Does L change and become less selfish at any point? Intuitively, I say no. Intuitively, I say they got a problem. Here's the thing. The social media, the overall feel and look of everything around the internet is there to boost your ego, is there to boost your selfishness, is there to sort of boost that level of bad behaviors that people have. And it's difficult to get out of it. It's difficult because society encourages you to be a little bit selfish, right? What are they telling men? They're telling the men, go their own way. You don't need women. They're telling women, be this, be that, you ain't need no man, right? So you have this big movement on the men's side about avoid women, do this, do that. It's like society is telling everybody to separate out. The reality is that doesn't work. The reality is human beings are designed or created to be with other human beings. All right. They're designed to have friends. They're designed to have relationships. And that's a thing that we always want to be fulfilled. We always want to have in our life. And I think that's sort of the reality is you can't be selfish long term. You are going to get to a point where you're just miserable. You're on anti whatever medication. You need other human beings. You have to be less selfish in your life. This is my opinion. You tuned into my show. It's my opinion, but there we go. All right. Please tell Teddy we missed her tonight. Teddy is out partying tonight. She's out on dinner. So there we go. All right, let's see what this is it. Does L change? 5 of Wands says the problem is they don't get along with people because they're selfish. Here's how selfishness works. It works great until you have to interact with somebody. And then it becomes a big problem because you're defensive. 7 of Swords. I'm defensive against normal conversation. Now I'm defensive against being normal. Now I'm defensive against people's opinion because I'm selfish. I think I'm right all the time. They can't be right. They're wrong. Everybody's wrong but me. You got the 7 of Swords. They're defensive against everything. It doesn't work in a real world situation. 5 of Wands says they cause a lot of problems. A lot of people disagree with them. They start to avoid them. Now they're alone. Now they're more selfish. Now they're encouraged again to be more selfish. And I think that's it. I think that is it. Ace of Coins says that they do get in a place to where they are lonely. They do feel like they're incomplete. And they do get on that situation where they need somebody. And Lover says they do become a little bit less selfish. You got to let them pay the price for their selfishness and, basically let them fall and blunder with that. Because King of Cups says being emotionally distant from everybody doesn't work long term. It does present a lot of problems. It does present a lot of depression, a lot of issues long term, and I think they're going to start paying the price for that. So overall, I'm going to say that they become a little more loving, a little better as long as that goes. Lady Divine is the last one on the list, and the Divine is right. Thank you for being Divine tonight. I greatly appreciate you. Let's get a little bit of this action. over here with the Curious Travels deck. Curious Travels deck. Let's see where that is going to take us. Where that is going to take us, right? There we go. All right. General, please. We have a little bit of some curious travels happening here. We got a Knight. We got the Star. And we got our Ace. What you're going to be introduced to something that pulls you in a great, grand, excellent direction. A great, grand, excellent direction. The Ace. Something happens. Something's out there. I see it. I'm like, ooh, I want to see where this is going to take me. I want to see what's happening. This is interesting. And the Star says, I want to follow this lead, follow this thing and see where it takes me. And then after you start doing it, it becomes an avalanche and rolls into that fiery aspect where you are excited, you are enthusiastic, you're enthralled with it, and you need to engage and to be part of it. So basically, a new venture shows up. You know this is something I should follow, I should make happen, I should be excited about, and you chase it, and it just becomes better and better and better and better. That is your divine future right there. Thank you for being here. We will see. By the way, we have a big giveaway tomorrow. I know I said that before, but it is a big giveaway. I'm going to give away one of the Ciro Marquetti boxes. These are beautiful boxes. You want to be here tomorrow for this. So yeah, definitely watch the channel to see where it is and the picture of it and all that other good stuff. Thank you for being here. We'll see you then.